Today News Update.
From the Barbados Today newsroom, welcome to your evening news update for Thursday, August 4. Barbados caught its first medal at the Commonwealth Games underway in Birmingham, England this evening. Shane Brathwaite clocked a season's best 13.30 seconds to win the silver medal in the 110 meters hurdles. Brathwaite followed home Jamaica's Rashid Broadbell, who ran a sizzling personal best of 13.08 seconds for the gold medal, while England's Andrew Posse's 13.37 seconds got him the bronze. Well done, Shane. In other news this Thursday, COVID-19 cases in Barbados spiked to an all-time high. Authorities report that 718 new infections were recorded on Wednesday from 1,566 tests conducted by the Besta Santos Public Health Laboratory. Of the positive 299 males and 419 females, 80 persons were under the age of 189 and 638 were 18 years and older. The number of people in isolation facilities was 62, while 2,799 are in home isolation. A 91-year-old woman passed away today, and on Wednesday, an 87-year-old woman died, bringing the death toll from the virus to 497. A grandmother is mourning the tragic death of her grandson, who apparently took his own life on Wednesday night. 30-year-old Jonathan Forte of Ashton Village, Blackrock, St. Michael, was found hanging at his home. Gentilian nurse told Barbados Today she's struggling to come to terms with the tragedy.
I don't know what drove me to do that. No, I don't think I would ever know. Only he and God would know. I don't know. But I know he's sick and he used to wash for me. He used to lift me up because I can't walk. You know? Don't care what he want to do, he do for me. I mean, left here last night, he tell me, Grandma, I can shoot today. I can shoot this later on today. When I left here, I can see you. When he left here last night, he tell she, I can see you when I come from work. I ain't looking for that or so. I ain't looking for that or so. Yeah. I had no way to do.
Family friend Cheryl Clark, who considers herself a mother to Jonathan, is still shocked by the turn of events.
He and my two children went to school together at primary school. He was there for my children, especially Teddy, especially Tawana. Because when my daughter did get in an incident, he was there for her. He stood by Tawana's side. He was there for Teddy. Teddy was there for him. And it hurt my son's heart to see that he lost his best friend. My two children are so depressed right now.
A wave of tributes has been flowing in for former international tax and trade expert Ben Arundel, who passed away on Wednesday. Arundel, who has served as an advisor to the Barbados government for more than 3 decades on double taxation treaty strategy, the development of new legislation, and the impact of international tax developments on the international business sector, has been hailed by Prime Minister Mia Mottley as a faithful and competent advisor to the country in a variety of roles. Chairman of the Private Sector Association, Tricia Tannis, said Arundel served with distinction and humility, not only to business, but to his family and country.
As a professional in whatever capacity he served, most recently as chairman, special advisor, managing partner, Ben has left an indelible mark as he worked with others on building out the international business sector. Working with equal commitment to the private sector and to the public sector, he tackled some of the greatest challenges Barbados encountered in his effort to develop and maintain a sustainable international business sector, a sector that has greatly contributed to the wealth of our country and to those who work or who are connected to it. Ben was never seemingly unwilling to fight back some of the greatest punches given to Barbados by the international community and its representative organizations.
Barbados welcomed its newest centenarian, Ione Wilma Waterman, today. Flanked by family and close friends at her Barbaries Garden St. Michael home, Waterman, a former fish vendor, was showered with gifts and love on her big day. Her oldest daughter, Angela Waterman, who lives in Chicago but flew in for the special day, told reporters her mother was a strict disciplinarian but loving and kind.
I'm very grateful that she has lived to see 100 years. My mother growing up, my mother was a very hardworking, generous woman, very generous. We wasn't rich, but she always helped, the less unfortunate in the neighborhood. And I'm proud to say that I love my mother, and I'm proud to say that some of her, she has a big heart, so all of that has rubbed off on me. She taught us well, how to be giving and caring for others.
Regional and international news coming up after this short break.
Pure oxygen is way more than just water. We infuse pristine water with over 1 billion tiny oxygen bubbles using our state-of-the-art process. The benefits of additional oxygen are huge, from strengthening your immune system to increasing energy levels, stamina, and sports performance. And that's not all. It also improves skin health, helps you sleep better, and reduces stress. Join the movement of people experiencing the benefits of pure oxygen. It's not hype, it's science.
On the regional scene, Guyanese President Dr. Irfan Ali says Caribbean countries will need billions of dollars to fully transition to renewable energy sources, and he wants policymakers and advisors across the Caribbean and Latin America to be realistic about renewable energy ambitions and consider that countries may have to exploit resources like natural gas to facilitate the energy transition. He was speaking at a key regional meeting of the International Solar Alliance.
16 billion US dollars. That is what the renewable energy market in CARICOM is estimated at. $16 billion. CARICOM investment to get to our renewable targets and to unlock this potential would require an investment of 11 billion US dollars over the next 10 years. This is the reality. When we talk about moving to the renewable, that's the investment that is required over the next 10 years. 11 billion US dollars. I don't know which CARICOM country is going to tell us that in their budgetary framework, we are budgeting for this. Now what is the commitment? The reality is that it's investment that is needed, but we made a commitment. CARICOM commitment is that 47% of our power will come from renewable source by 2027. The reality is that we must answer is on the issue of affordability. How affordable is solar energy? Who is it affordable for? Who owns the technology? Why is the technology so important today? Is solar energy a market-driven force, or is this a social good? How do we determine that? How do we apply the technology? Who owns the patent? These are important questions that the developing world must sit down and answer also.
On the international front, in Pakistan, flash floods triggered by heavy rains are continuing to hit regions in the southwest. Hundreds have died and millions are at risk of developing waterborne diseases.
Sajid Ali wades through the waters of his flooded cotton field after days of monsoon rains. He says his crop was worth around $7,500, and now he has to find another way to earn an income.
We'd been working so hard on this crop for months. I'd taken out a loan to plant it, but now I have to go and work on someone else's land because we can't make ends meet.
The damage is clear from above, with homes swept away and survivors living in tents. Around 60 families call this little town in southern Pakistan home, raising crops of cotton, chilies, and wheat. But now their livelihoods are in ruin. Huge chunks of agricultural land has been destroyed, and hundreds of homes have been swept away.
Our village thrives on cotton. We pay for our marriage functions, for construction of our houses from the income we get from the crop. It's costly to sow, but the income is also very high. This time, though, God willed it differently. The rains have devastated our crop almost entirely. We're sitting here at the mercy of God, with no help or rescue in sight.
In flood-hit regions nationwide, military and rescue agencies are struggling to reach those who've been stranded, with millions of residents at risk of developing waterborne diseases. And for this region already dealing with decades of drought, the monsoon rains should have been a welcome reprieve, not the cause of such destruction.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.ee. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. Sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Medium bus terminals as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.